One of the biggest pains in life is comparing yourself to others. We look at social media and think, why does she have that life and I don't? Why is he so successful and I'm not? But we forget something important. Their path and ours are not the same. Before we dive deeper into this story, don't forget to subscribe to The Day Everything Changed. Here we share powerful stories that inspire and remind you that your life truly matters. In a small seaside town, there lived a teenage girl named Sophia. She was bright, kind, and curious. Her parents often praised her for her kindness and creativity. Her teachers admired her for her hard work. But none of that mattered to Sophia, because she had one habit that drained her happiness every single day. She compared herself to others. Whenever she opened her phone, she saw classmates posting perfect pictures of vacations, stylish clothes, and birthday parties with big groups of friends. She thought to herself, "Why is my life so ordinary? Why am I not like them?" At school, when her friend Elisa scored the highest grade in class, Sophia whispered, "I wish I were that smart." When her neighbor Mariana was praised for her singing, Sophia sighed, "Why can't I have a talent like that?" And when she walked through the town square, watching wealthier families eating in fancy restaurants, she lowered her head and thought, "We'll never live like them." Day by day, these comparisons poisoned her heart. She stopped enjoying her studies. She lost motivation to try new things. The spark of joy in her eyes grew dimmer. At night, when she looked in the mirror, a voice inside her whispered, "I'll never be enough. I'll never be like them." One late afternoon, Sophia was walking home from school, dragging her feet slowly along the narrow stone path near the harbor. Her shoulders slumped, her face heavy. She barely noticed the golden light of the sunset reflecting on the water. That's when she heard a gentle voice. "Why do you look so heavy-hearted, child?" Startled, she turned. An elderly woman stood there, leaning on a wooden walking stick. Her name was Anna. She had lived in the town long ago, but had returned after many years away. Her hair was silver, tied neatly in a bun, and her eyes shone with kindness and wisdom. Sophia sighed deeply. "I try so hard, but every time I see others doing better, I feel small. It feels like I'll never measure up." Anna studied her quietly for a moment, then smiled. "Come with me to the park tomorrow morning. There's something I want to show you. Perhaps it will help you see differently." Though confused, Sophia felt a spark of curiosity. She nodded. If this story is resonating with you, go ahead and like this video. It helps this message reach more people who need it. And tell me in the comments, have you ever felt the same way as Sophia? I'd love to hear your story. The next morning, before the sun had fully risen, Sophia met Anna at the park. The air was crisp, and the sound of birdsong filled the quiet morning. Anna motioned for Sophia to sit beside her on a bench under a large oak tree. "Tell me, child, what do you see around you?" Sophia looked. "There are tall trees, small bushes, flowers, even cactus plants." Anna nodded. "Now imagine if the flowers said, 'I wish I were tall like the oak,' or the oak cried, 'I wish I had sweet petals like the roses.' Wouldn't that sound silly?" Sophia laughed softly. "Yes, it would." "Exactly," Anna said. "Each has its own gift. The oak gives shade. The apple tree gives fruit. The roses bring beauty. Even the cactus, though it seems harsh, survives where no one else can. Together, they make the world whole. The same is true for people." Then Anna pointed toward the sky, where a seagull soared gracefully. Now imagine if that bird wished to swim like a fish, or if the fish wished to fly like a bird. Both would feel like failures. But the truth is, fish are made to swim, and birds are made to fly. Each shines in its own place. Sophia felt her chest tighten. For the first time, she realized she had been living someone else's story instead of her own. Anna leaned closer. "Your problem is not that you are less than others, child. Your problem is that you have been too busy looking at their gifts to notice your own." From that day, Sophia tried something new. Instead of wasting hours comparing herself, she asked, "What do I love? What is my gift?" She discovered her passion for writing. At first, her stories were simple. Short tales she scribbled in her notebook about her town, the ocean, and the people around her. At school, instead of scrolling endlessly, she spent her breaks writing. At home, she filled page after page with characters and dreams. Little by little, her words began to touch people's hearts. Her teacher praised her essays. Her friends asked her to read her stories aloud. For the first time, Sophia felt something she hadn't felt in a long time: confidence. Years later, Sophia became a respected author in her community. Her stories were published in magazines, and people traveled from nearby towns just to hear her speak. And whenever someone asked her, "What's your secret?" she would smile and say, "Stop comparing. Start living. Your path is yours, and that's where true happiness is found." Remember, the sun and the moon don't shine at the same time, but both are essential. The same is true for you. If this story touched your heart, please like this video, share it with someone who needs this reminder, and subscribe to The Day Everything Changed. We post motivational stories every week that might be the spark you need for change. See you in the next story.